one of the biggest expenses when you're working with woodworking is the wood itself. So I started to look for ways to find alternative sources for wood. And that's led me down a path that now is, much deeper than I originally thought we were gonna go. Now we take and salvage, urban salvage lumber. I mean, I grab, trees and we turn trees into slabs or lumber, and that's driven me to where we are now. And it's something I enjoy doing. It's a passion that I have, and something I look forward to doing for the rest of my life. Well, local tree cutters, a lot of them have to take the wood and they pay to get rid of it. They have to pay a yard to mulch it or to, put it in a landfill somewhere. It's not free for them to do that. They pay to have it done. So when I reach out to the guys that I deal with and say, I'm looking for this or that, or do you have anything laying around, they're happy for me to take whatever they have, because it's just sitting in their yard, and it's costly for them to go and get rid of it. So it's a win-win for both of us. So we're able to work with each other and bring that lumber here, bring those logs here, turn it into lumber. It frees up space in their yards, and it stops them from go ahead and taking that material and having to pay to get rid of it. On my side, it gives me an endless resource of wood. A lot of these guys are taking down trees that came down in windstorms or in snowstorms, ice storms. This stuff comes down naturally. So it's out there, and it's just going to go to waste. So working with these guys, it's a blessing for both of us, because now I'm able to take some of their waste, because that's what it is to them, waste, and I turn it into something usable. Favorite part of what I do is the fact that we are now recycling trees, right? We're stopping them from becoming mulch or firewood. Not that we need mulch or we need firewood, but I drive around and I see all these trees being taken down for whatever reason, wind, rain, or storms, or just because somebody's building a house. And then they go to a scrapyard where they get turned into mulch or they get turned into firewood. And I enjoy taking that lumber and turning it in, those logs, and turning them into lumber and reusing it lumber and repurposing it for not just myself, but other tradesmen to, use in projects of their own. You drive around and you see, especially up in the area that we're in, there's a lot of wooded area, and you see a lot of people taking trees down to make room for a shed or for an addition on their house or whatever, and that wood just goes to waste. I mean, we're taking down a tree and you got this raw resource that's literally just going to waste. And for me, as being a woodworker and somebody who enjoys working with wood, it was always an issue for me to see this wood just, either get burned into firewood or get turned into mulch. And that's kind of what really pushed me into going as far as I did, is I wanted to have the ability to take that lumber and take that log and turn it into usable lumber. And I actually started out like probably a lot of other people did, with chainsaw mills and less expensive means of getting to the end result. It didn't come out well, and it was inconsistent, and it became cumbersome. So I looked for the next best way to go and do it, and the next best way to go do it. And before you know it, I have a 20-foot bandsaw mill and an eye-dry vacuum kiln, and all the tools that you need to go ahead and process and turn all the round logs into square lumber. And it just led me down that path, just because I didn't want to see the material go to waste.